Привіт усім, з вами Лірок. Це знову гра Kingdom Come Deliverance. І у попередній серії ми разом з Генрі виграли турнір, а потім переможець колишнього року на нас підступно напав і навіть отруїв меч. Застосована отрута, щоб точно перемогти. Взагалі нечесний. Трапився нам супротивник. Так. І у цій серії ми спробуємо зробити завдання водолій. Там по максимуму. Ну і, звісно ж, продати усе зайве, що нам дісталось від Петера. Трошки оновили мій свій гардероб. Генрі став виглядати красивіше. Я так скажу, якщо чесно. Латні рукавиці. Рукавиці найкраще захищають руки бійця, але потрібно їх знімати, щоб пошпортитися в досі. Дуже гарне зауваження. Що ж, тоді через секунду ми будемо поряд з ратишою. Війт нам дав завдання, щоб ми знайшли людей для різної роботи. 3 людей, щоб носити воду, і 2, щоб носити не воду. Так що Генрі від фізичних змагань перейде до дипломатичних. А що ж, через секунду біля ратуші. Так, ну що ж, ось ми біля ратуші. Там ще кравець спить. Але це можна і потім зробити. Чи хто там з них? Так, кравець спить. Ремонт обійшовся дорожче, ніж ми виручили з усього іншого. Але воно того варте, тепер у нас ще серйозніша броня. Ну, а тут, наприклад, харизма вже 12, а не було 5. Так, усі прийшли, і можна тепер спробувати когось переконати. Будемо зараз говорити з усіма. Вмитись потрібно спочатку.
How's it going?
Так.
You're here about the water carrying?
I am. Where do I get some pails?
Hold your horses.
Не лети
We
поперед
haven't
батька.
decided yet who gets the job. I have to ask you a few things first.
What for? I can handle the job. But ask away.
Треба буде...
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines.
Ах,
At the
так на
winch.
підйомнику.
You've heard of Thunder the winch, right? Strong
Сильний
as
як
a
бик.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to work the mines, and I showed everyone I was a hard worker.
То я можу отримати цю роботу.
We're not finished yet. Are you here because you want to carry water?
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning it so fast I'd make everyone's head spin. But now I want to carry water at least, since there's some money in it.
Well, there's also the option of carrying, shit.
Not a chance.
Ні
I'm
за
not
що.
carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
Lovely cucumbers, asparagus and prunes.
And what if I told you that you get double the pay?
Didn't I mention something about
Про
breaking
зламані
legs?
ноги.
You did, but more money?
I wouldn't be under the winch anymore. More like under the stench.
Mushrooms and asparagus. Come right up. No,
And how are you holding up?
Not very well. I'll tell you that. I help out with something every once in a while.
За якусь
Get some money
копійчину.
for it. But it's not enough. Especially when the dice don't fall in my favor.
Sure. And have you tried looking for other work?
What for? They'll get the mines running again, and I'll have a real man's job.
come get 'em.
And what about soldiering? That's real.
До
man's
військової
work, isn't it?
служби.
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you'd think you were kicked by a horse, which I once showed to a soldier I fell out with over a game of dice. Only, I'm too smart for soldiering.
No doubt. And how are you holding up?
Not very well.
Так.
Sure.
What for? Don't get.
It's a shame there isn't any real work for strong men.
Ain't that the truth? But as I've said,
I heard you lot don't want to talk to the bailiff.
I don't
Звідти
know much
говорити не
about
хоче.
that. The others didn't talk to him, so I kept my mouth shut as well. That's the way we do it at the mines. He didn't even really ask me anything anyway. Just mumbled something under his breath.
What would you give me if I recommended you?
What could I give when I don't have a pot to piss in? All I have is a strong arm. Whenever I hit anything or anyone, they stay hit.
Well, if I get you the job, will you show me how to really hit someone hard?
I could. Deal then.
Deal. I know everything I
Так,
need.
добре, поговорили.
So, can I go carry water then?
Not yet. I'll tell the bailiff and he'll choose.
Well, I hope he chooses me. Otherwise, I might be very
Так,
angry.
Тонда.
I'll bear that in mind.
Take care now.
Тонда. Хоче воду. Ну, всі вони хочуть воду, але треба буде когось. Все-таки і на ту роботу взяти. Так. Корнеліус.
God save you.
Not talking to me?
You're interested in carrying water?
I am. It's about time something good came to decent folk.
I agree.
Not talking
Now,
to me?
I'll ask you a few questions.
What? But I want
Але
the
я хочу
work. I
роботи, я її
deserve it.
заслуговую.
Get your questions for good for nothings.
Not talking to me?
What makes you so deserving? How did you make a living before this?
I was the owner of a mine. Well,
Я її винаймав.
but in our line of work it amounts to the same thing.
The chief, eh?
Начальник
Have you ever
шахти.
hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a shaft with a winch.
You just go
It's
into
hard
the
work
town
carrying
I'm not
water.
here.
So is taking care of a mine.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water, not brains.
Not
I
talking
wasn't
to me?
born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
There's also the option of, emptying latrines.
Are you trying to insult me? That's no job for a decent Christian.
True. That's why it pays double.
Double, hey?
Вдвічі так.
That's not bad. But for a man of my stature, no doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
О, цього гроші зацікавили.
Just going to pretend I'm not here?
Так. Що там у нас ще? Що
How are
він
you holding
скаже?
up in Rattay?
Not too well. I've tried offering my administrative abilities at the rat house, but the bailiff treats me like a peasant.
He's not an easy man to deal with, true enough. But if you show him what you're capable of,
Well, if he gives you a chance to show him,
and the bailiff complained he couldn't get a word out of you.
Ну,
I
слова не
refuse
міг
to talk to
витягнути.
last time I did, he was vulgar.
Кричав і погрожував
shouted,
відшмагати.
threatened to whip me. And then he comes and interrogates me.
Not talking
Well,
to me?
I can see how that would put you off him. What would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
So that's how it is it? An honest person.
Не може,
can't
поки не
only
дасть
one
хабара.
stoop to bribing.
Come now.
Not
I just want to help, but I'll have my job cut out persuading the bailiff to take you.
All right. I don't have anything,
Майстер
but I know
зброї,
the
все
armor
зайве.
in Sasau,
talking to me?
and he'll give you a good price if I have a word with him.
Cheap armor might come in handy, all right? Done.
Done.
Am I invisible
As
or
soon as
what?
I get the job, come and see me, and I'll tell you all about it.
That's enough for now.
Not talking
Так.
to me?
Я вже з усіх набрав обіцянок. О, кравець. Нарешті.
God save you. What can
Так, нам потрібен ремонт.
What do you want?
want to work. And I heard you're the
А,
one
ти
in charge
шукаєш,
of
а не
giving out
Війт.
jobs, not the bailiff.
It's true. Do you know how to cook? If you know how to make food for nobles, then I might have something for you.
Where would I learn to cook food for nobles? I want to carry water.
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me,
А, він мене не
so I
запитував.
came here myself.
Так, ну, або образити. Ладно,
Be that as
образимо.
it may, I already have the people I need to carry water. And anyway, it's no job for a woman.
I'm strong enough to knock you on your arse, you pup.
Ой.
Beetroot, onion,
Good morning.
grows in the ground. Fresh. Come right up.
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poorly he's been in his bed.
Sorry to hear it.
I already
Так,
owe the
перед
apothecary
лікарем
a
ти старий.
small
А,
fortune. And he won't lift a finger for us now.
Well, if you know how to cook fine food, I could get you a job at the merchant's house. You'd have a nice roof over your head there too.
All I've ever cooked is
Каша
gruel
та
and
суп.
soup. Nothing fit for nobles. A roof would be grand though. Not so much for me, but for my husband. Is there any way you could arrange it?
No. Not unless I lied about your cooking skills.
правда
You'd find out soon
з'ясується.
enough, and then we'd both be in trouble. What did you do in Skalitz?
I was at the silver
Працювала зі
works,
сріблом.
roasting the ore and washing it. My husband was at the smelter.
Oh, Christ. Things got very ugly there. I suppose that's where your husband was wounded? It's a miracle you managed to drag him all the way to Ratai.
What else could I do? Leave him there?
Якось, якщо чесно, ті дві опції були незрозумілі для мене.
All right. I'll think about it and talk to the bailiff.
And you'll tell him to take me, right? Take care.
Так, Антонія теж хоче воду носити.
I'm from Scarlet, and I lost everything I had.
Cucumbers, lovely cucumbers. Asparagus and prunes.
Так, а кравець вже десь пішов, поки вона тут нас відволікла. Хто в нас ще є? Гора.
God save you.
You're one of the people interested in work?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Ти?
Peter, but
Пітер.
everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the
Ну,
mine.
точно, Петерів
Not just
було
in the
багато.
mines.
Он чорний
So-
Петер на нас теж напав.
at the mines. So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft, and I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I wouldn't worry. They won't let a source of silver just
Ну,
sit.
точно, щоб срібло
As
лежало
soon
там
as this
просто
thing
так.
blows over, they'll open it up again.
God willing, I hope you're right.
At the mines?
That's right. But you probably...
At the mine?
That's right. But you probably...
Так.
How badly do you want to carry water?
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners. And at least I can earn a few groschen.
It's not easy work, though. It's a long way to carry water.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees all day for months on end?
Asparagus for taste and prunes for what ails.
There's one more option. Carrying shit.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
But it will be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. What about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
Так, можна. В принципі. У нього по нулям, можна будь-який варіант.
It won't come to that. Sir Radzig will surely take care of things when he returns home. He won't forget the sacrifice you make.
I'm glad to hear that. If that's how it is, I'll even carry shit.
How are you holding up?
You mean this
Вже
hip?
двох ми
Well,
знайшли.
I've got
І-
feeling back in my arm again.
What happened to it, anyway?
That time in Skalitz. I was knocked down by a horse.
Затоптала коняка.
I can see by the way your arm is hanging. It's
Твоя
okay.
рука ще болить.
You can't carry water like that.
Oh, come on. I owe money to the Sawbones and I need the work to pay for it. I'll give you anything you want.
Well, I could find something that will help you.
Anything.
Лікувальну суміш.
Here you go. This will help it heal better.
Thank you so much. How much do I owe?
Ну, срібло з нього
Oh,
тягнути.
nothing. We Skalitz folk have to help each other out.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
The bailiff said he couldn't get a word.
Well, he's not the most popular.
Maybe, but if you lot had
Ти
just
просто
talked to
поговорили
him,
з ним.
I wouldn't have to run around.
То
dealing
точно
with
не
this.
довелось би
You'd
бігати і
all have to
вирішувати
keep
ці
occupied,
проблеми.
You might be right. But there's no point crying over spilt milk.
What would you give if I put in a good
Good
word?
word.
Sure. If I put in a good word for
But I haven't got a pot to piss in.
Huh.
I lost every...
Oh?
І що ж запропонувати?
I heard about it at the mine. Before Skalitz was raised.
So, what did you hear?
They found something they
Дещо,
wanted
що
to keep a
хотіли.
secret. There weren't any rumors about a silver seam. But what else could it be?
The punishment for stealing the king's silver is hanging or burning at the stake.
I know. But you can't be burned for stealing silver nobody knows
Про
about.
яке ніхто не знає.
That's enough for now.
З усіх наберемо завдань тепер. Так. І ще нам потрібно когось.
Do you want something?
Ще й Тереза.
I'd like to ask a favor of you, Hal.
Of course. What is it?
I heard you're picking people to carry
are you,
water.
Henry?
No one needs the
Ah.
job more than Antonia.
Adam never mentioned any Antonia.
I'm not surprised. But Antonia really needs that job.
Can she cook?
What's that got to do with carrying water?
Nothing, but there's a cook's job going too. Much easier than hauling water.
I don't know how good a cook she is, though. You'd better ask her yourself.
Do you think she'll be able to handle carrying those buckets? It's quite far, and up that hill.
She's no princess. She's tough enough.
Недостатньо міцна.
All right, all right. I'll bear it in mind.
Bear it in mind. What does that mean?
It means I'll think about it. The bailiff has the last word.
Well, if he's got something against giving the job to a woman, then
Get
try and get
Vincenta.
Vincent in at least. He might not have anyone on their deathbed, but his mother has no one
Так,
else.
ще є вона Вінсента.
Oh, Henry of Skalitz.
Славетний
glorious
переможець
history of
ратайського
the
турніру.
Rat Attorney.
Так, добре. І ще двоє. Так, Вінсент. Кіркоров.
God be with you. Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Yes, I am. My name is Vincent.
Nice to meet you. I'll ask a few questions and we'll see. All right?
Fine. Ask away.
What did you do before this?
I work for my father.
Doing what? Who's your father anyway?
He's...
Моймир.
He was Moimir. We had
No,
a farm
farmer.
near Skalitz.
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never saw you there.
I don't go to taverns.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
Aye. I want to carry water.
That's all? You've nothing more to add?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
How are you holding up?
Well,
Так,
I'm
вижив.
alive. But I miss my father. And the farm, too. But Ma says there's no use dwelling on it. Life must
Ну,
go.
Тереза за нього попросила, напевно. Поговоримо ще з останнім, але, напевно, Кіркорова наймати ніхто не буде.
What happened with Bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
I don't know. I didn't talk to him at all.
And what would you give me if I put in a good word for you?
I've got nothing to give.
Oh, come now. You say you want the job, so prove it to me.
Mother told me I should go and help. If you don't want my help, fair enough.
That's enough for now.
Goodbye.
Так. І останній.
God be with you.
You're here about the water carrying?
Aye. I can hold water all day long.
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant,
Тим слугою.
then I fled from Scullets and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
А, кірка.
Pickman. That's your name.
Actually, my real name's Vassal, but they
Василь.
call me Pickman.
Is that German?
No, it's from when I was in the mines, digging with a pick.
So you're keen on carrying water?
I've been keen on it since I got up this morning.
And you had another job before this morning, or what?
No. I was just joking.
Besides water, you could carry, you could empty latrines.
What? Carry shit? That'd be a new one for me.
Такого ще не
No.
робив.
It's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
Ну, в принципі, можна Корнеліуса взагалі ні на що не взяти.
How are you holding up, anyway?
What can I tell you? I've seen better days for
Тобто
sure.
цей теж згоден і на воду, і не на воду.
What happened with the bailiff? He couldn't get a word out of anybody.
That peacock, what was strutting up and down and shouting at everyone? He told me he'd no time to listen to a
Бовдура, як
buffoon
я.
like me. So I shut my mouth.
Well, I could put in a good word for you, but you'll have to scratch my back too.
Fair enough. Show me where it itches.
No, you dolt. It's just a saying. Like I do something for you, and you do something for me.
Ah, right. I see.
Арп.
Well, as it happens, I've got something great for you. Treasure you wouldn't dream of.
Treasure, you say? Right, you got my attention.
I see you're a smart man. A man who knows a thing or two about the world.
Моточок меча цариці Савської.
Wait for it. I've got a piece of the Queen of Sheba's sword.
Never heard of her. Who's she?
She was a great queen in ancient times. She gave Solomon a sword with magical powers.
Magical, eh? You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
No, it's true.
Як сказано в
It's in the
Біблії.
Bible. And this sword, once it's put back together, nothing can stop it. It can cut through bones, teeth, even steel and stone.
I see. But you've only got one piece. What's that good for?
I couldn't get it all. The fellow I bought it off didn't have the rest. He sold off bits and pieces. But they've got powers of healing, you see? And put strength in your, you know, manhood. What do you say? Deal?
We'll shake on it. I'll get you the job, and you'll give me the piece of the Queen of Sheba's sword.
Agreed. Take care.
Так. У нас тут купа всіляких. Кого ви обрали? Купа всіляких цих.
Vegetables, fruits, apples, cucumbers,
Може, поремонтуємо нарешті мене.
I'd like to discuss.
Aye.
Так.
What do you say to this?
I'd almost shake.
Ну, тоді так.
Very well.
Все. Йдемо до Віта. Поговоримо з ним. Ну, я не знаю. Вінсента, напевно, можна і не брати. Всіх інших. Так.
I'm honored that you should come to...
Так.
I know everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back. So how have you decided?
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or should I send for them?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or something else. Don't worry, I'll send for them.
Сам їх приведу. Так.
Tonda. They call him
Тонда.
the winch.
The
Підйомник.
winch. Ought to be good with a bucket anyway. What's he going to do?
Так, носії
To
води.
carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Так. Гора. Сказав, що може носити і те.
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm? Well, what should he do?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
Так. Антонія воду хоче носити.
Antonia.
What? A woman?
Yeah, is that a problem? You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy load, man's work.
She can handle the job. Have no fear.
Let's hope so. You'll have to answer to me if she can't. Where do we put her then?
Так,
To carry
воду.
water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Так. Корнеліус це той, що володів шахтою, який, в принципі, за гроші.
Cornelius.
Ah, Cornelius. I had him here once looking for a job. Where do you want to put him?
Хотів би я
See
побачити.
him with buckets of shit.
Carrying shit.
Good. One person for this job. Next?
Vasil goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Пікмен.
Pickman. I hope he doesn't have a history of pickpocketing.
No, no. They call him Pickman because he worked in the silver mines.
На
and he was very
слівних
keen with the
шахтах.
pick. So much so, he managed to chop off 2 of his fingers.
Well, he can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose. Where do you want to put him?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
That's it.
Good. All decided. Now about the cook's job.
Так.
Good luck then.
І... А ну.
I'd like to talk to you. That's all I need to know.
Good luck. Good luck to you.
Так, все, цих записав. Залишилась тільки кухарка, умовити оця Френсіса. Але це вже буде не тут. Це вже буде в іншому місці. Ми спочатку в ледечку з'їздимо, потім до отця Френсіса, і потім Фріцу і Матвію розкажемо, що для них є робота. А на поки все. Дякую за увагу. Бережіть себе.